Hey, what's up? I'm Michael. It is 11:51 on Saturday, February 21st, 2015, and I went back to the art store today. This is another art supply appendium, and I wanted to say I am going to have a new video coming up, a special edition video blog as well, so check that out as well. It's something important to me. I'll be answering some questions and some stuff, so check that out. I went back and I actually did take back the other thing and I traded it, and I got this high performance reducer, and I use Createx color, and that's what that is for. They had one that was $1 cheaper, but it was not for this exactly. It was to reduce this actually. I don't know why, but anyway. I wanted to say sorry about the chainsaw going on back there. That's something I'm going to talk about in my other video. And let me move on. I don't know if I showed this the other day, so I'm going to show it now. I got a fountain pen a couple of weeks ago, and Jessica's had a fountain pen I got for her for Christmas about a year ago or 2 years ago or something. And we've been using the little inserts that you can buy, and I love the pen. I absolutely love writing with the fountain pen, like the calligraphy style pen, whatever you want to call it. And their manuscript brand, and unfortunately, you cannot use like India ink or anything like that in it. Anything that's waterproof is too thick for that. So I had to buy manuscript brand fountain pen ink, and so I got that, and I am really looking forward to actually using up what's in my pen right now so I can use this and test it out. I'm really excited about that. Speaking of pens, I know I got a bunch of pens yesterday. The Pigma pens, I got some graphic, a micron, and a brush pen. And when I went back up there to get this today, I said, you know what, I'm going to go on and look around a little bit. So I went over to look at the pens because last night I was working on something, and my 05 did not want to draw right. Whatever the smallest one I have didn't want to draw right. And so I was going to get a Pigma 05, and they didn't have one. So I just picked this up. It's a Zig Millennium. It's just like the other two pens I have, but these are a cheaper version, and they're exactly the same as the Pigma, the Micron. I like to support the companies that I like, but they make really good pens. They also, at Hobby Lobby, they have another one, the Royal something nickel, Lang nickel or something. And it's whatever that set that I use is. They actually have the liner pens are called nano liners, and so they're all the same thing, and those nano liners are the same price as these. They're $2 a piece, where this was, I think, 10 for the whole thing. But the cool thing about this is I had a coupon, so I got this for like 40% off. I also picked up a cutting mat. Finally got me a cutting mat so I can actually cut some stuff. I go through and I cut my paper, and I don't want to scratch up my desk when I cut, so I picked this up. I've been using just an old cutting board that I had in the kitchen, and it's finally got to the point to where it's so grooved up that, I mean, you can touch it and it'll stab you. So I wanted to get this. It was only $5, so I was happy with that. Now, today's actual thing I'm going to be showing for my art stuff is stamps. And I hadn't planned to show these at all, but I do have some stamps that I picked up when I was, probably 15 years ago. My grandma actually picked them up for me. I told her, I said, hey, I like this one here. And she said, well, put that in the cart. We went to Michael's, and she says, well, put that in the cart. And she was looking, and so she got some others, and she said, hey, I might use these, and you can keep them with yours. So my grandma was a very crafty person, She done like the crocheting and stuff, and she was amazing at beadwork. My mom is completely amazing at beadwork, like making dolls and stuff out of beads. She can make a lighthouse or anything like that, and she makes cool snowmen at Christmas, and anything that can be made out of anything, my mom can do it, and she just doesn't do it anymore. It upsets me. But anyway, moving on. So the one that I bought, it says hand stamped art limited edition 1 of 1. And I used to put this on a lot of stuff, and then my ink pad dried up. One of the ones that she had says, "When you care enough, you make it yourself." This thing is really out of focus. I'm sorry about that. This one says hand stamped by, and it's got some flowers up top. I think what I do usually is I take those flowers out or something if I'm going to do it. But anyway, I had this old ink pad for, like I said, probably about 15 years now. And it is very, very dried out now. So it's still got a little bit of ink in it, and it turns purple. It's not exactly ink, it's dye. And so I picked this one up today. And as you can see, I have ink on my thumb. I don't know if that's ink or a bruise or what. I tried to wash it off, and I think it's a bruise, and I don't know where in the world it come from. That's what I was kind of looking at, like, what in the world is that? So let me get these back in here right quick. In this box, I love this thing. I believe it came from Taiwan, and it was from a national art museum. And I don't know what was in it, but I love the box. It's got, I think it's Chinese writing on it. I'm not sure. Really don't know. But it is a very nice box, and I keep those in there, a jar for water, and I keep a cup in there. This is just a McDonald's coffee, cafe, water cup, whatever. And I have a little syringe in there. That is a medicine syringe for like a dog or something. And I just take that, and I can pull alcohol out of the bottle with that and actually put it in like my Prismacolor pens. So that's what I use that for, and I have that in my box here as well. I wasn't actually planning to show this very much, but there it is. Since I made the marker video, I have changed how my desk is, and I am going to make a new video just showing how the desk and the stuff to the side is. And I don't know when I'll do that. I'm still working on getting everything set up, but I just wanted to say I am going to be doing that. Alright, so it just hit Sunday, and I'm going to get off of here and make my other video, and I will see you later.